Hey flute players, I want to go over a few tips that will help you get started on blowing on your head joint. So before you blow on your head joint, these are some things that we're going to work on together. First, fix your body. If you're sitting like I am, really slouched and cozy, you're going to get in an upward position with your body all the way sitting up in your head and your chin facing forward. So chin is not down like that, chin is up like this. So if you're in a relaxed spot, as soon as you start getting ready to practice any embouchure work, that's work with your mouth and how your mouth is formed, you first want to fix your posture. Okay, let's talk about how we blow into the flute. Before you blow into the flute, you need to have a proper embouchure. That's the way that your mouth is formed. So my mouth first is going to be in like a really relaxed position, and it should look something like this. My lips are closed, nothing is pressed really hard, my lips are not perched out like this or anything like that, right? Okay, so first check your mouth, just make sure it's really relaxed. And then next, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna put my fingers right here, right on the side, and just close my lips. And when I close my lips, I'm gonna move this side right here of my embouchure slightly up. Look what that looks like. And then I'm gonna make a sound. And after I make the sound, I'm gonna slowly release my lips with a p sound, kind of like the letter P. Watch what that looks like. Let me come a little closer so you can see. Watch again, here it is again. When I release that sound, it's a really gentle blow. I'm not letting my lips do anything like this. The difference of that is a lot of air blows out this way. So I'm just slowly releasing like a letter P sound. Do you see how these corners go up a little bit when I do that too? Can you try it with me? Let's do it 3 times. Ready? 2 times. Do it 3 times. Okay, let's go back a second. Before I took a breath, right? When I took that breath, my whole mouth opened. Watch how I took that breath. And then I closed my lips. Can you try that with me? Take a breath. Close your lips. Okay, now I want you to take your right finger. So right now you should be mirroring me. Your right hand should be over here on this side. And you're gonna put it right underneath your lip, right here. This is where your mouthpiece is going to go. So we're gonna practice on our finger first. You're gonna do that same step that we just did, the and the p. This time, I really want you to pay attention to where you feel the wind blowing from your lips. It should be blowing right across your finger. Let's try that. Ready? Let's do it 3 times. Do you feel it moving across? If you don't, maybe move your hand slightly. Maybe check to make sure that you're just blowing the P sound. Here it is again. 3rd time, let's take that big breath. So I could even hear the sound of my breath blowing across this finger right here. Okay, now we're gonna take our hand and I'm gonna put it right in front, well, right on the side so you can see, right in the side of my mouth. And here's what we're gonna practice next. We're gonna practice moving the direction of where the wind is blowing, because when you're playing flute or any wind instrument, the way that you move your chin and the way that you move your lips direct the air, direct the flow of air. So right now when we were doing this, the air was going this way, right? but I can even move my chin and my lips slightly, ever so slightly, and I can feel the wind blowing in different directions. So I want you to practice that with the flat hand in front of your face like this. And I'm gonna take a and a and this time when I do, I'm gonna try, I want you to look at my mouth and my chin to see how it moves. And I'm gonna even tell you where I feel the air at on my hand. So first when I start, I'm gonna just blow it directly in the middle, just like we were right here. And I could feel the flow of air going right about here. Then I'm gonna try it again, and I'm just gonna try moving things around to see if I can direct the flow of air to go in a different direction. I'm gonna come a little closer to the camera so you could see how is my mouth moving slightly, very slightly different to direct the flow of air to go in a different direction. Do you see how that bottom lip is moving slightly? Even my chin is slightly moving up and down. I want you to just play around with that a little bit. Play around with moving that air so you can feel it going higher and lower on your hand. Eventually, when you're using the head joint and you're blowing in that direction, it changes the tone, it changes the sound of your instrument. It can even, the way that you direct your air can change whether or not you're playing a high note or a really no note. So these kind of exercises are really gonna help us when we start connecting all of our flute together. So what we just did first, I want you to go back and watch it again and practice it all over again. You're gonna practice it about 3 times. So first we did just embouchure all on its own, and then we did embouchure with your right hand, and then we did embouchure blowing the air up and down, like directing the flow of air with your lip and slightly with your chin movement. So keep practicing that.